Hey guys, so recently we got one Stripe chargeback on our Stripe account for $4,000, as you can see it here. And in this video, we are going to talk about how you can handle or how you can counter dispute your Stripe chargebacks, or how you can actually win your Stripe chargebacks in case if your clients has actually charged back your account, charge back the amount that they have paid us, even you have delivered their product. Okay, so a little backstory: we started working with this client back in August, and she paid the amount in August, $4,000, which we pretty much delivered. And as you can see, it's almost November and this payment was disputed on 17th November. We still have 22 days to respond. I was just preparing evidences and every single thing which might help us win that case, and that's what we are going to do. We are going to follow through every single step, and I'm going to show you how you can actually prepare a counter strike, counter dispute, and actually win a case, right? So I'm not sure, I'm not 100%, we cannot guarantee that we are going to win that case, but I have made our case as solid as we can, and we have won cases in the past, and that's what it's going to be all about. We can just prepare an evidence as strong as possible. We can submit all the evidence, we can submit all the conversations, and we'll try to win that case. I'll keep you posted on what happened once we get a response from Stripe. So before we start into the video, before we start this chargeback, we are going to talk about few things, like what is a Stripe chargeback, and we have other things so in this video we'll be talking about what is actually a chargeback, how you can prevent a chargeback, and how you actually win a chargeback. All right, so we'll start with what is a chargeback. So when you work with the customer, when we work with the client, they actually pay you a certain amount of money for your services, products, or whatnot. And if the product is unacceptable, or they haven't received the product, let's say you haven't delivered the product, so they can always contact their bank and say, hey, I worked with this guy and he haven't delivered me my product, or this product is unavailable, or this is actually a scam and I was actually robbed of my money, right? So in order to protect their customers, bank do a chargeback on their credit card. So let's say if they have paid you $4,000 for your services and they are not satisfied, they do not get the desired results, they can call their bank and they can actually ask their bank to return their money from you. So what Stripe will do, Stripe will deduct that amount from your Stripe balance and it will give that amount to them. Stripe chargebacks are going to be usually for about a month. They will keep the funds in escrow for a Stripe for a month, and they will also let you file a claim, dispute the counter chargeback and stuff like that, which can easily, if you have done everything right by the books, you can easily win that chargeback. If the client is just trying to fool you around, trying to take the money and run away, sometimes it happens. Sometimes client is doing this for genuine reasons. Sometimes the actually company haven't provided the value that they have promised, but sometimes it's not a good person and they just I'm in chargeback without giving you a proper reason. So in that case, if you have the conversation, if you have the contract, you should be able to win that chargeback. So how to prevent a chargeback? Okay, so that's going to be the most important thing, because chargebacks are definitely not very good side to see, or actually chargeback is not a very good experience to how you can prevent a chargeback in the first place, right? So first first of all, I would like you to do a few things. Prepare whenever you are going to work with a client. I want you to have a really solid contract with them, have every single expectation mentioned in that contract. Let's say if you are delivering a service, okay, if you're a service based company, if you're a marketing agency, you provide Facebook ads, Google ads, or any kind of other services. So what you can do, you can actually go ahead and get the contract with your customer, with your client, and let's say you can say, okay, for $1,000 of ad spend, we can guarantee you 20 leads. Okay, so now you have to uphold your end of the bargain. If you are unable to provide 20 leads for $1,000, you are entitled to refund that customer, right? If you have already done that, if you have already provided more than 20 leads from Facebook ad campaigns for $1,000, then you are not entitled to any refund or any chargeback, right? So in case client is going to charge back still after you delivering, you can create a Google Doc. I'm going to show you how and what kind of Google Doc you can also create, and what you should be putting in those documents to make sure that you have a strong case against your customer. So once you prepare the doc, once you have the contract ready with the client, once it's signed by your client, by your customer, make sure to use that. And if that's they're still not satisfied with your services product, you can always ask them to take the chargeback, and you can always refund the money, because chargeback is again going to ruin your reputation. Stripe is going to put your account on hold. It might put it on hold for 60 days, 120 days, 30 days. So definitely it's not worth it. If you haven't genuinely delivered your customer, I would suggest just refund the amount without giving them a reason or striking them a chargeback, or giving them a reason to charge back the amount. Most of the customers are definitely going to ask for the refund if you haven't delivered what you have promised them. So in order to prevent that, you have to be prepared in advance. Make sure that you have your contracts with the clients, and a communication channel open with the clients at all the time. So instead of doing it with email, you can an email can be really good and communicative platform, but email is not going to be pretty seamless for the conversation. So either you can use Slack or WhatsApp communication, where you can track every single conversation, and you can use those communications thread to actually share it with the Stripe or your merchant website to show them the clients were really happy, pretty much happy with our services, and we delivered actually everything that we promised, right? So that's all you have to do with the Stripe, with the how you can prevent your chargeback, right? There's nothing much you can do, but if you're already prepared, if there is any chargeback, then you can always submit those evidence and you can win easily. So now the third thing is how to win a chargeback. Again, where we mentioned how you can prevent a chargeback. Make sure that you have a contract, make sure that you refund your client without even if you haven't delivered, if they're not happy with the services and they are asking for a refund, just refund the amount. So but in case, let's say if they are going to be charging back the amount that they have paid, then at the end you have to win that chargeback, otherwise amount will be deducted and also your reputation, Stripe account reputation, will also be on jeopardy. So what you can do in that case, okay, so I have prepared a document like this, okay, so customers detail, their name, address. I'm going to be blurring these details because I don't want to put it out in the public, as this is confidential information, their entire information, and then you are going to prepare a document and explain about your services, what is it and whatnot, and then this is what. So we sold 10 sit-in appointments to this customer, and you can see we have conversation proof of every single one of the appointment that we deliver, right? So you see Muhammad Ali, we got sold for 4 kilowatt system. Every single appointment that was converted to a sit or a sale, I have actually mentioned every single conversation. Of course, I did not have the entire conversation for every single one of the customers, but most of them I already did, and I attached the screenshots with the name of the customer in this Google document, right? You can see pretty much every single customer's screenshot is already attached to this document, and also I have attached customers information to see this is the actual customer that we are talking to. And final note, so I have also added Google Sheet link for the appointments, right? So the Google Sheet link that we use to keep a track of the appointments for the customer, we have added it over here as well, so that the bank account can actually go ahead and take a look, and it's going to be pretty transparent. So this is how it looks. We have all the details, all the names of the customers and everything that were sold, right? So pretty much we have tons of information here, and I'm going to be sharing it with the bank account. And now you are going to be coming here. So what you can do, you can actually download this one in a PDF document, and once you have that in a PDF document, you are going to do a counter dispute. Once you do a counter dispute, you will be getting these options. Tell us about the dispute. You're responsible. Help us collect the most relevant evidence to counter the cardholder's claim. Why should you win this dispute? The cardholder with the dispute was refunded, transaction was non-refundable, dispute was on the past the return or cancellation period of term. Product reviews was as the product received was advertised, received a credit or voucher, the caller received the product or service. Okay, so I'm going to just select this one. Okay, so 10 sit-in appointments, this is what the description of. Okay, so I'm just going to write a short description. What type of product or service is this? So this is going to be a digital product or a service. Okay, again, you can sell physical products, you can sell digital product or services. So in case you're going to be selling physical products or digital products, you have to have a tracking ID so that you can show that they have received the product. For service, you all have have to share is going to be the contract, your conversations, because there's no tracking ID involved, right? So you're going to click next, and communication recommended. So I have put every single thing. So I'm going to uploading. Actually, my file size was more than 5 MB. I think it required file less than 5 MB, so I had to make a few changes, and then I had to upload it. So I uploaded the service agreement and also the document generate I created. So now you can just add some additional information, and you should be able to file the counter dispute. Okay, once like you write all the details, you can just select this one and submit the evidence. So I hope this video helps, and I will see you in the next video.